Once upon a time, in a small town called Willowbrook, there was a mysterious disease known as age regression disease. It was a sickness that affected people of all ages, causing them to regress mentally and physically until they became like little babies. The disease had different levels, each one more severe than the last. Level number 1 was characterized by kids' tendencies. People affected by this level would exhibit childlike behavior, such as throwing tantrums or being overly curious about everything around them. It was a strange sight to see adults acting like children, but the town had grown accustomed to it. Level number 2 was when the mind started to break. Those afflicted would experience confusion and memory lapses. They would often forget simple things like their own names or where they lived. It was a heartbreaking stage for both the patients and their loved ones. Level number 3 was when the body began to go young. Wrinkles disappeared, gray hair turned into luscious locks, and aches and pains vanished. It seemed like a blessing at first, but it only added to the confusion and despair of those affected. Level number 4 was the point of no return. Lost memory became a permanent state, and the affected individuals could no longer recognize their loved ones or recall any significant events from their past. It was as if their entire lives had been wiped clean. Level number 5 brought the inability to speak anything other than baby talk. The patients could no longer communicate their needs or express their emotions properly. It was a frustrating and isolating experience for them, as they struggled to make themselves understood. Level number 6 was marked by uncontrollable crying. The affected individuals would cry for hours on end, unable to find solace or comfort. Their tears became a constant reminder of their deteriorating condition. Level number 7 was the stage where they started to physically resemble little babies. Their bodies shrank, and their features became more childlike. They required constant care and attention, just like infants. Level number 8 was the final blow. They would forget everything, including their own identities and the people around them. It was a heartbreaking sight to witness, as they became completely dependent on others for their basic needs. And finally, level number 9 was when they became little babies themselves. They would lose all ability to walk, talk, or even feed themselves. It was a tragic end to their journey, as they regressed into a state of complete helplessness. However, there were ways to survive age regression disease, or at least delay its progression. The townspeople had discovered a few methods that seemed to slow down the disease's effects. Level number 1 could be managed by wearing a mask. It somehow prevented the disease from progressing further, allowing the affected individuals to retain their adult faculties for a little longer. Level number 2 required constant communication with the outside world. A phone became their lifeline, helping them stay connected and grounded in reality. Level number 3 was a bit trickier, but it was found that not going alone and having someone by their side could delay the physical regression. Level number 4 was a stage where reading became crucial. The patients were encouraged to keep their minds active by reading books, or even better, 2 books simultaneously. It seemed to slow down the memory loss, if only temporarily. Level number 5 was a challenging stage, but it was advised not to look back when they sounded like crying. It somehow prevented them from regressing further into a state of helplessness. Level number 6 required a box of foods and books. The patients would often find comfort in eating and reading, distracting them from their constant tears. Level number 7 meant avoiding dark streets or old daycares. It was believed that these places somehow triggered a faster regression, so they were best avoided. Level number 8 was a stage where self-defense became necessary. Carrying a gun or an axe provided a sense of security, even if it couldn't stop the disease entirely. And finally, level number 9 was a stage where survival became nearly impossible. However, having a map app and being aware of their surroundings could help delay the inevitable. In this town of Willowbrook, the residents fought tirelessly against age regression disease. They supported one another, shared their survival techniques, and refused to let the disease define them. It was a constant battle, but they found solace in their unity and determination. The story of age regression disease was a tragic one, but it was also a testament to the strength of the human spirit. Despite the odds, the people of Willowbrook refused to give up hope. They cherished every moment they had, knowing that tomorrow could bring a new regression. And in their fight against the disease, they discovered the true meaning of resilience and love.